think Jrue Holiday is the best individual backcourt defender in this league?
To me, he's the best defender.
Jrue Holiday is solidified as probably the best defender in the league.
Everybody, I don't think he underrated, but Jrue.
Yeah, everybody
man,
says
everybody
Jrue
said
Holiday.
that. Every player has said Jrue Holiday.
And so the question remains, is Jrue Holiday really underrated? Well, luckily for you guys, we at the Pelbros are going through some serious investigation to give you guys an answer to this question. Me, myself, Ryan, and I'm going to alley it to my partner in crime, James. What do you reckon, mate?
Yo, what up, James here. With Pelbros here, I've been watching Jrue Holiday for the past 4 to 5 seasons, ever since we've become a Pelicans fan.
Yep.
He's definitely our all-time favorite player. We just dropped a recent video of the Jrue top 5 games.
All-time favorite player of the Pelicans?
Just in general.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, like, I don't know, like, I got a lot of love for Boogie, so I don't know, but okay, yeah, continue on. Like, yeah, Jrue Holiday is definitely up there, if not tied though, but continue.
Yeah, okay, all-time favorite Pelicans player. Definitely. We've been watching him very keenly over the past few seasons, and he's definitely played some of his best basketball in the past 3 seasons in particular. One being, I got to mention, at the 2018-2019 seasons where we went into the playoffs.
Yes. And we swept Portland.
And with that success of his play, we have seen a bit more media attention go towards Jrue Holiday in the past, I'd say probably season or 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But the age-old question remains, is Jrue Holiday overrated or is he underrated? And for myself, I'm going to kick it off. I think he's rated.
Wait.
And I say that because there's so much speculation around who's rated and overrated, underrated, and Jrue's come up in so much conversation about himself being an underrated as a guard, as a defender, and just as an elite, two-way player. So much to the point where, in my opinion, he was underrated probably about two to 3 seasons ago, and now he's being respected of how he should be. A bit inconsistent, might not always take over offensively, but definitely still playing at an elite guard level defense, being able to match up against any player throughout the season, and still being able to do it to this season. Ryan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you in that sense, in terms of like, I can see what you mean in terms of like, basically 2-3 seasons ago he was underrated, and that's obviously when me and James were rating him, because like I said in the last video, we've been digging Jrue before it was cool. We've been calling Jrue like the man before it was cool to do so, right? But now it's all trending, it's all, oh yeah, he said it on the All the Smoke podcast, oh my god bro, like Jrue Holiday is underrated. Now it's obviously all hype and shit like that. Everyone's talking about it, and because of everyone's talking about it, the fact that everyone is calling him underrated has made him rated, right? But here's the thing, right? My kind of thing though, going off of what you said about him being inconsistent, doesn't not taking over games shit. Obviously, the last video we just dropped, which I'm gonna link right here, Jrue Holiday top 5 games of the season. It's a crazy video. You guys should watch it. I edited it myself, by the way. I'm just saying. Anyways, going off of that though, I want to say, yeah, he does. Okay, so despite those really crazy games he does have, right, every now and then, it's not consistent, right? And here's David Griffin in the offseason being like, yeah, Jrue Holiday can be the new leader of this team. He can be, he's an MVP caliber player. He just needs the right situation, the right pieces around him, etc., etc. For me, I'm getting hype as shit for this season. I'm like, yo, Jrue Holiday is gonna kill it, right? Yet, when the spotlight is there for him, right, especially because Zion was injured for majority of the season, right, sure, you can argue that there's BI stepping up, you got to let BI kind of develop his game, all this, you got to let Lonzo, etc., right? Despite all that, I feel as if, the spotlight is there for Jrue to kind of like take over, right, on a consistent basis. And that's the thing, I feel as if a lot of the time he shies away from that spotlight, and a lot of time he doesn't kind of live up to his full potential. Like, we've seen him go crazy, right? We've seen him, like I said in the top 5 games, we've seen him, just completely annihilate the team, the other team, both offensively and defensively, right? Not only this season, but even a few seasons in the past before too. He does this, right? However, that's the thing. It's not on a necessarily consistent basis. So in that sense, you could almost argue that he is almost slightly overrated. But like what are your thoughts on that, James?
Yeah, no, you raised great points. I definitely think David Griffin stamping that MVP level of play on Jrue built a bit of added pressure. Just making that statement definitely brought a lot of media attention. I think that gave the spotlight to Jrue, and unfortunately he just couldn't quite take it to that MVP level.
Yeah.
We saw glimpses of it like we had in that previous video of where he played against Golden State Warriors, he played against Memphis, and he definitely showed MVP level stats and MVP level play. But when it comes to this overall game, he's a bit inconsistent. But overall, I think he's definitely rated well in terms of being that one of the top tier two-way guards. I will say that I still think his defense is slightly underrated. So he achieved all defensive first team in 2017-2018 season, which makes sense. That was the year that we took off into the playoffs.
Was that first team defense all NBA?
Yeah, that was first team.
Yeah.
And then followed up the next season, 2018-2019 season, with making the second team. The real snub, and what still makes him, I guess, underrated, is definitely from this year. So with the all NBA defensive teams being named this year, Jrue unfortunately missed out and didn't even get second team. He only actually placed for 14 votes for second team, with Eric Bledsoe and Patrick Beverley getting honors above him.
The fuck?
The other two
out
guards.
here.
So definitely,
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to keep it PG here, but that's fuck, bro. Eric Bledsoe and freaking Pat Bev, really? I mean, okay, whatever. But okay, just continue.
Yeah, just and that brought in a bunch of criticisms from his fellow teammates and competitors. We saw Dame come out and criticize, calling it a snub. JJ Redick was very vocal about backing up his teammate.
Yeah.
Even Andre Iguodala came out and had some criticisms, just saying that Jrue's still being disrespected. So overall, I still think his defense is slightly underrated, but it's gotten to the point where, at least amongst mainstream fans, he's become constantly considered underrated, and then amongst his peers, his fellow players, he's constantly listed as that underrated player, like we said, to the point where he's now just rated. So that's no hate on Jrue. Got plenty of love for Jrue. Still keen to see him pop off. We hope that he has a massive off season. I hope David Griffin doesn't try to impose any MVP level status on him. But definitely excited to see what he can still do. He's still only, I believe, 29 or 30. So still definitely in the peak of his career, and definitely potential to excel even better going into next season.
All right. I mean, let me jump in here. So I was gonna say, you say he's rated, right?
Yep.
I guess what we're trying to say here is, with that entire all NBA defensive snub, right? With that, we could still say he is underrated to the league, specifically because he is in a small market team, right?
Yeah, there's definitely, we know that the media is the one who votes for all NBA or defensive.
Yeah.
And they're still not respecting my man, Jrue. So definitely that small market's hurting us.
All right. But do you reckon that pretty much wraps it up? I guess the case is then, I guess, so you say he's rated, and then with that, to what you just said to me, I will say that, yeah, he is underrated to an extent, but definitely not as much. Pretty much what we said at the beginning of the video. Pretty much, he's definitely nowhere near as underrated as he was, like a few years back. Nowadays, he's a bit more rated, but he is still underrated a bit, if that kind of makes sense. I guess that's the best way to answer the video, right? The question to the video.
Yeah. So concluding that, no, I just think his defense is still underrated across the league and across media.
Yeah.
But that pretty much wraps it up. Let us know your thoughts. What do you think? Is Jrue overrated still, underrated? What are your thoughts? Any other players that you think deserve a discussion about, how they're rated? Let us know in the comments. Definitely like, subscribe if you're enjoying this content. Any other final thoughts from yourself, Ryan?
All I can say is subscribe and holla at your boy.
Yeah, that's it. We out.